ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening once again and welcome to the Thomas A. Robertson Track and Field Stadium. Yes, it's all about the Carifta Track and Field Championships this weekend. Saturday to be exact. Friday is the opening ceremony. Tonight we're going to introduce you to two more Bahamians. They may not sound like Bahamians, but they are. They are the Curtis brothers. And these two guys, I say they are strange because they're running the 5,000, 3,000, and 1,500. First, let me let you introduce yourself to the Bahamian public.
Hi, my name's Gabriel Curtis, and I'll be in the 5,000 on Monday.
I'm Mitchell Curtis. I'm going to be running in the 1,500 and 3,000 on Saturday and Sunday.
Now, most folks already heard your accent. They're wondering, how did you get Bahamian roots?
So my dad's Bahamian. I have a lot of family here in Nassau. My grandma lives here, and then also in Exuma, we have a lot of family.
Mm-hmm. And how did you hear about being a part of these Carifta Games?
Well, where we train at and where we live, there's a lot of Bahamian athletes that train there, and we got in touch with some of them, and they told us about them, and for a couple years we've been working on it, and we finally got to come and compete.
Now run that by me again. You're running in which events?
The 1,500 and 3,000.
Tell me about it, because I'm still trying to figure 1,500 and 3,000. How do you warm up for that?
Well, usually I'll just go on probably like a mile warm up and just make sure I stretch really good because I'm going to be out there for a while running. So.
You ever heard about Carifta and know about the competition?
Well, when I first heard about it, we started to look up the competition, like the times and stuff. So we're pretty familiar with the competition.
How do you compare?
We compare pretty good. We're either faster or right on the times. So it should be fun.
But how do you expect to perform your first time in front of the Bahamian public?
I'm getting a lot of advice from a lot of other people that have already competed. The other day, actually in Florida where we train, we were getting a haircut, and Shawnee Miller walked in and said, come out, just have fun. So a lot of advice from Jeffrey Gibson, also in Claremont too, and Blake, his training buddy. And they've just been giving us a lot of advice on what to do, what to expect, and just to come out here, have fun. It's obviously an awesome event. And I already feel the energy. We just came in today, and I'm already feeling the energy. So obviously super excited about it.
You got a chance to test the track. How do you feel about it?
It's an awesome track. And like I said, ton of energy with the Junkanoo playing while we were running. And I'm super excited for it.
What about you?
It's going to be fun. Everyone should be out there to come and support Team Bahamas. So it's going to be something to watch.
There you have it, the Curtis brothers.
Gabriel.
Mitchell.
And they're in the 15, 3,000, and 5,000. So your eyes are going to be on them for quite some time because they have a lot of laps to do around this blue surface. Now thank you, Curtis, but let's bring in Lionel Haven in here. Lionel has been a busy man over the last few weeks. He's part of the local organizing committee, the administration work, making sure that sponsors and everything is here. The track is looking beautiful under this midnight, not midnight as yet, but night stars and everything.
Yeah, it's just been a good experience. It's something that we've been working towards for the last maybe 5 to 6 months. We're getting closer to the event. Of course, we're 2 days away from the opening ceremonies and 3 days away from the actual competition. So we're pretty stoked about it.
Mm-hmm. Sponsorship-wise and getting everything there, the teams to make sure that the meals, the transportation, everything, how has that been?
Yeah, the beauty of what we do is our job is behind the scenes. We work behind the curtains. We make sure that we can do everything we can so the athletes have what they need, the officials have what they need to actually run a successful competition. We've been working pretty hard with the team to get the accommodations sorted out, finalizing the details. Even now, we're still getting changes from some of the teams in terms of adding additional athletes to their teams. We've got additional persons coming in. Government officials from some of the Caribbean countries are also coming in to accompany their teams. So we're still getting details day by day, and that's making the job exciting, but we're working through it.
A lot of sports ministers, sports officials. We have a lot of recruits from major colleges. I saw Debbie Ferguson in town today. She's representing University of Houston. She says she's coming here to get some of the best Bahamians and carry them back to Houston.
Yeah, that's a fantastic thing. This event is actually considered to be one of the best youth competitions in the world. because of the athletes that come out of it. So there's been quite a number of coaches that's been in contact with us to say they want to come in and scout athletes and see. So we're working hand in hand with them along with the Coaches Association from the B3As to make sure they get their accreditations, they get on site, they get what they need and give them the opportunity, and then give our kids the opportunity as well.
Now, Carifta Fever starts tomorrow. The banquet is over at the Malaya Hotel. Black tie affair, I'll be there. I got my suit today. Haven't worn a suit since my wedding, so I don't know how I'm going to feel in that one. But it's going to be a good feeling tomorrow.
Hey, good luck, have fun. I probably won't make it to that because we actually have the rehearsal for the opening ceremonies tomorrow night that starts at 6. That's going to run for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll be on the ground. We will have good representation with our CEO, the president. Ms. Carey will be there. Ms. Tony Williams will be there. Other representatives from the organizing committee will be there. But I'm the one that's volunteered to stay on the ground and stick through the hard work.
Now, we have 2 sessions on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, 2 on Monday. The morning sessions are free.
Yes, the morning sessions are free. The evening sessions are ticketed. With the morning sessions, basically you come, you find a seat, you sit down. With the evening sessions, you buy a ticket and you sit in the seat that you've been assigned. Tickets are going fairly well. We've had quite a spurt in the last couple of days. There's still some seats available in the Western Grandstand in the bronze section. I think we still had some seats left in 6A, which is just beyond the finish line. Of course, the general admission on the Eastern Grandstand is still pretty well open, but those tickets are going well now as well.
Thanks a lot, Lionel Haven. I know over the next few days you wouldn't get no sleep, but that's all of us here at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. Before we bring Nathan on it, he has a special gift for our athletes. We're going to go back to the studio. They're going to have, earlier today, the accreditation process was a wild place. To see how that went, let's check out this.
This is our second week of accreditation right now, and it's been slow. We're just waiting on that crowd. We're thinking that persons may arrive by later today, tomorrow. We should have a crowd coming in. Once persons are registered into the system and approved by security, they come here, they sit with us, present us their ID, we print their badge, and that's it. It's a simple process. So far we've had, well, of course the workers here on premises. We have vendors coming in, TV staff. We are eagerly awaiting Trinidad and Jamaica teams. We are ready for them, and we have all hands on deck. Our hours right now are we operate from 9 to 6, and we will be here until the end of the games.
It was like a 1, 2, 3. You go in and about 5 minutes you're out.
Well, thanks, Lord. We're now joined by Nathan Arnett. He is familiar with Carifta, the 400-meter hurdler a few years ago. Talk about your experience as a Carifta athlete, but you're in a different venue right now.
Yeah, I'm in a different venue right now, but back in 2007, I won the gold in the 400 hurdles. It made me who I am today because, you know, my coach, he pushed me. It made me stronger, and you know, as a 400-meter hurdler, that's the hardest race. Mm-hmm. We could debate about that. That's the hardest race out there. But what it did was made me more mentally tough. It made me stronger, and it made me a good businessman. You heard the Curtis brothers just now. Any words of encouragement for them? Yeah, definitely. I would say just keep your head clear, and just go for it. Trust your training. Now he's in the business of making shoes, Bahims, that's the right way? Yeah, Bahims. Bahims. And tell us what you're going to do for the Carifta athletes with these Bahims. Well, for, you know, like I said, I was a 400-meter hurdler champion in 2007. So what I'm going to do is for the 400-meter hurdles, both the men and the women in both the age groups, I'm going to give them a pair, I'm going to present them a pair of Bahims. The winners, actually, I should say. So for the winners, for the 400-meter hurdles, I'm going to present them with whichever one they want. I'm going to present them with their pair. Where are these manufactured? They are manufactured abroad right now. What I want to do is bring it home, start training a few behemoths to start making them, and then we could skyrocket from there. How's business been so far? People are loving it. It's extremely comfy. They're just loving it. Right, and it's stylish. All right, thanks a lot, Nathan Arnett. I hope that the behemoths will be wearing these when the 400-meter hurls champion crosses the line this weekend. Definitely. All right, definitely. All right, thanks a lot, Nathan. This weekend also was a big weekend for flag football. Their season got underway at the Winton Rugby pitch, and Kelsey Johnson was right there among the rough.
First game jitters showed early for some teams on the opening day of play in the Bahamas Flag Football League, but not for the Predators, who showed just why they are top-ranked in the men's division. Their claws were sharp. As a result, they scratched apart the Spartans' offense and stopped them with strong defensive moves to win 18-17.
We know the Spartans is a tough team. Our plan was to come in and dominate from start to finish. We gave up early special teams touchdown, but we made up for it. We kept our composure, came in, scored on offense, and defense held their own, and that was it.
It wasn't the start the Spartans were hoping for, losing by 1 to the Predators, a squad they know too well. Although it was tough, assistant coach Eric Hall believes that the team will be back and will clip the Predators' claws in the next showing.
Every loss is a disappointment, but you know, it's Sunday, so anything can happen. Our guys played well, they played their hearts out. We missed a couple of plays that we should have executed, and you get the result that you get. It doesn't slow us down. We're going to be at practice tomorrow, going hard as ever, and we're looking forward to the playoffs.
The front field usually gets the attention, and that's where the women's games are played. Up first on Sunday was the Lady Rams playing the Lady Marlins. Even though the final score doesn't reflect how exciting the game was, 7-3, the game was all about bragging rights.
Our offense only had the ball maybe twice all game, but they made their first chance in the end zone worthwhile. They scored. And the defense really stuck it out and really kept them out of the end zone.
The team had a lot of mental issues in regards to playing. New team, first year was last year, so every year they'll just start to get better. We had a lot of injuries on our team, so other persons had to step up, play both sides and stuff like that. But that's not making an excuse. Still need to do what we start in practice and just go from there.
The league will take a break for the Easter holiday weekend and will return to the field the following week. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
Our Commonwealth Games team, they leave tomorrow for the Gold Coast of Australia and the Games. Wrestling will be well represented.
We have Sean Wrinkle, who's 21 years old, who's going to be making this is actually his first time wrestling for the Bahamas, representing the Bahamas internationally. And we also have Rashi Maki, who was, you can call him the veteran of the two, and he's been involved with wrestling for a long time, representing the Bahamas for quite a while now, for over 8 years. And so I think between the two of them, we'll have a very good showing in the Commonwealth Games.
One of those that will be hitting the mat, Rashad Maki.
It's going to be an excellent experience for me. Last Commonwealth Games, I went out, did my best, but this one, I have confidence in my abilities, my year of training.
Well, that's going to do it for sports here from the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. My crew here, Steve Williams, Ashley Taylor, and Karen Miller. It's been a pleasure bringing you from the Carifta Track and Field Championships that will begin on Saturday. Come on down, still some tickets to be bought, so make sure, come on down, fill the stadium, and wear your colors with pride.